Hi, it's Robbie from Southern California. I'm not doing a video today. I haven't watched any news. I haven't even turned the TV on to see, or the radio to see what's going on. I did get some messages from my brother and sister. My sister had lots of rain, I think she said last night, and a little bit today. My daughter told me it's been pouring out where she lives. And then my brother said it's been raining off and on a lot. Last night here, we had one big crack of thunder, like the whole house shook. It came down so hard, I was really worried about the flooding and all the fires and the homes, that from the fires. And it stopped. It just poured like for maybe 5 minutes and then stopped. Gary said he checked our rain gauges and it said we got 1/8 of an inch last night because it hasn't rained. I mean, we do have some dots, showing up, but there's no real rain. So what I've been doing is trying to get feeders fixed up around here for all the hummingbirds, because even though I can move them, this is covered to a point, unless it was real windy. This one, I'll show you. I made these covers. This is nothing more than food containers. It's got to be a little wider than the brim. Now, if we get driving rain, nothing will help at that point. And you'll know, the hummingbirds will come, they'll dip their beak in, and then they'll leave, and you'll think, what's wrong with my food? It's diluted. They won't drink it if it's diluted. But this will, for, straight down, a little mist or rain is good. And I'll show you why I had to notch it, because I want to make sure that the water that hits the top runs down to these notches and goes past and goes down and off. Now, normally you can't use plates. Some of you have said, oh, I put a plate on top. I've tried the plates, the plastic plates. The problem is they flip back and forth with any little wind. And, I have thought how to do this. I can wire it. I can put something around it like, I don't know, pipe cleaner or something. And the simplest things, isn't that funny in life that sometimes the simplest things are the best? Well, I use the straws, and they come in all different colors. And I was getting them from the 99-cent store for $1. And I requested Dollar Tree to get them, and they're getting them in. So they're jumbo straws. They're really fat ones. And you put them where the hook is. Now, these are the feeders you can get either from First Nature or from Walmart. These are the Walmart ones. So they're only like $4. Unless you get the big one, then it's like $5 something, $6. It's their favorite feeders. Obviously, you can see. They like to sit. Hummingbirds like to sit, though I take the feeders from the dollar stores and I change them and make a seat for them. But it's all around. It's so cheap. You can't get any cheaper. If I can, I'll post it under the video. They have a place to sit, which is important. It's got quite a few feeders there, like 10 to 12. So a whole bunch of them can sit at one time. There's no fighting. And then you make this little top, and it may rock a little, but it's not going to blow and tip your food container over, the hummingbird feeder. And the straw holds the lid nice and straight. Do I want it hanging way over? Yeah, but it makes another place for a hummingbird to sit on it or something. I don't want anybody to sit on it. And I think it's good, but you can. Now, if you don't have a straw, use a stick or roll something up really tight and then shove it into that hook. And this way the hook will, and the stick you put in there will work. It will hold it nice and flat. But I get the straws because I use them for all my fountains. All right, well, that's it for today. You knew the other day they came. It turned out, I thought it was the arson squad, but it was bomb squad. They came, they went through the hillside, thank goodness, because today, like I said, it poured last night. They got all the evidence. They have not found the rocket yet. They have theories, because we kind of know now that it came through the bird garden and somehow whipped around and flicked my hair, but we couldn't see it, though I do have a picture of it. I found it this morning. Yeah, I'm still looking over my footage. I found where the rocket came from. I have 3 dots where I can see it. And then, oh gosh, now it's starting to rain. Not too bad, more of heavy, big drops. And then it whipped around, came through my bird garden, came through here, but the hummingbirds, if you look in it, they dropped, which makes everybody think something was up. And it may have gone over the top of the house, they said. So they've been looking out in the street and everything. But they got the biggest part. The big part they really wanted was the whole thing with the copper tubing and everything that you saw, how they built it. And they talked about a little bit about how it wasn't exactly like it came from the store, and then how much power it had. It had a lot of power. They they had a lot of theories. I don't know if I'm even supposed to talk about that. But anyways, will I ever hear from them? I don't know. This way, if any of the fires were started this way, they have another part, and then maybe they can find the guy, because obviously somebody wanted to start a fire. They didn't stick around to watch the rocket. If it was somebody just being a goofy nutcase person that wanted to launch it and watch it go in the sky, they were not here. They jumped in there and left. So what they wanted was to shoot it and get out of here, because I've got the seconds from the time it took off and the seconds from when they were driving down, and they didn't stick around to see it land or anything or where it went. They just wanted out. Anyways, I'm going to continue this. I'm trying to make extra food. I usually make a half a gallon at a time and go through and fill all these feeders. But when it rains like this, it brings in a whole lot more birds because they don't want to be out in the rain. And even if it's a light rain or really heavily clouded, a lot of flowers that normally open from the sunlight don't open. So they don't get as many flowers to feed on. And they need to feed on hundreds and sometimes a lot more than that of flowers per day. So anyways, I'm going to get out of their way. We still are only in the afternoon, so they have quite a few hours of daylight. I don't know how much you can see here, but they're all over the place. And for you that don't know me, why is she talking with a mic that should be pinned to her that's wireless on a straw? Because for some reason I have recently found out that if it's on me or if I touch it, I create a static electricity to it. I'm electrifying. No, I'm kidding. I hear a plane. No. I don't know. If the mic is on me, I have some sort of magnetic field around me or something, and I fight the mic. So I found out by putting it on a plastic hollow straw, I have no connection to it, and I don't think it will be staticky. Well, we'll see. Anyways, let's get them back to work. If I hear anything on the flooding, because that would come. Supposed to get bad later on today and into tomorrow, so we'll see. And then we're going to dry up. So I'm going to get out of the little bits of drops. This won't hurt them. They don't mind this rain. I mean, rain doesn't hurt them at all, but they can feed on the outside. Like I said, if it starts driving, then I'll move some of these and keep the ones that are well sheltered. This is just a little wire you get at Dollar Tree, and then I covered it. One with this little bird is on. See? Can you see them? They don't care. And it's got a flag on top, and I actually put a plastic bag underneath, a big one. I cut it. So if it gets really, really wet, the water will just roll off the top. So it's sheltered really good. Those are the best. But it's kind of hard to put one here. So these plastic tops I made are going to work good. All right. Have a great day, and don't forget to eat what you grow. If you're not growing something, grow something. Lettuce in paper cups. Bye-bye. No joke. The moment I walked in the house, the sky opened up and just dumped water. Oh my goodness. The birds love it. But if this happens in the areas where it's burned, this is not good.